been a while. Yes, after a painfully long and stressful hiatus, I'm back and ready for action. Now, there are a large handful of elements in video games that I just inherently love. Great gameplay, awesome boss fights, epic music, you know, things that are fun. A game could have an untold amount of flaws, countless glaring issues. Hell, it could be the worst goddamn game of all time. But as long as it presents a fair amount of fun to me, I find value in it. Ergo, enjoyment is the main thing I look for in a game. So, you can just imagine how much I hate Killjoys. Like any other interactable experience out there, video games are deathly prone to those unsavory bits. You know damn well what I'm talking about. Even in some of your all-time favorite games, there always seems to come a time when something pops right the hell out of nowhere and just sullies all your fun. We've all been there. Now, I know what a good number of you are thinking about right now. Didn't CJ already make this type of list himself? To that I say, yes, CJ has done this type of list already, but I assure you this will be much different than his own. None of the entries I have on my list are shared with his, and there will be fury, and screaming, possibly even blood. Having said that, here are my 10 picks for the biggest Killjoys in gaming history. Be it a level, a boss, a frustrating mishap, or even a whole character, nothing gets a free pass here. Buckle down, Slicks, it's go time. That was it. Go! Well, here's something I don't do too often. Let's begin this list with the Bethesda title. A very well-known one at that. Truth be told, Bethesda has never really been a development team that I initially cared for up until recent years. For the longest time, I found most of their games just moderately decent. I take the games for what they are, and most of them just felt none too extraordinary. I gave the Fallout series a try, and while it's great for what it is, it's just not for me. Just kind of gave me an empty feeling, you know? However, there is a Bethesda series that I actually take a great liking to. The Elder Scrolls series. Without stressing too much, these games are just loads of fun to play. Expansive worlds, lots of cool stuff happening at the same time, numerous appealing fantasy elements, Sheogorath.
Tear out your intestines and strangle you with cheese!
Yeah, you get the idea. And wouldn't you know it, our first Killjoy comes from the most recent title in the series, Skyrim. During your adventure in Skyrim, you'll find many fun tasks to do throughout. You can pull out various quests, drink dragon's blood to your leg, or even senselessly mutilate smartass denizens.
Get me mad, and I'll prank you.
Oh yeah, you can also mess around with a vast assortment of powers.
Yippee!
The fan favorite of all the powers, and undoubtedly the most iconic, has to be the Unrelenting Force. Yeah, Fusro, duh. Not gonna lie, it's a fine power, but I myself have a different favorite. Go figure. Just a clear warning, it's a trifle beastly. So beastly, in fact, that I penciled up a little free verse poem just for the occasion. Roses are red, violets are blue. You regret siding with Jacob, now don't you? Hey man, you got a spider on your torso. I got it for you. God, these prizes suck. Is it too much to ask for pogs these days? Aw, I love you too, Mrs. Futch. Hey! Hey, double pelt skin! You beast enough to handle this? Oh, please, I've seen frostbitten Charmander spew deadlier fire than that. You're lucky I'm not wearing my fireproof fur today, you scaly-ass, dust-puffing reptilian sack of sh**.
Done.
Okay, yeah. I know I shouldn't really be complaining about this, but come on. Anyone who's played Skyrim can vouch for me on this. Losing your beast form sucks. Why is it a Killjoy for me? Mainly because of how much fun is lost when you actually change back. Under default conditions, the beast form can only be used once per day. Hell, for a while that was part of my daily regimen. Monday through Friday, just going through the regulars. Attend all classes, script some shit, and go berserk on Skyrim. Full week! So you're going beast in Skyrim, mauling whoever the fuck you desire, turning your prey into shit-talking blood sprinklers. You're doing great, you're having such a blast, and then...
Good grief, he's naked!
Yes, I am aware that the Herseems ring, or however you pronounce it, allows unlimited beast transformations, which is why I only put this mishap at number 10. Even so, do you have any idea how long it took me to finally get around to finish the quest for that damn ring? Forever and a frickin' fortnight. I know, I shouldn't be listing this as a Killjoy. Whenever this scenario plays out during your playthrough, you'll be feeling the same pain as I am. Must quench bloodlust. Time running out. Damn it! Oh well, Guess I'll just fuck about with the unrelenting force for a while. Oh my god! No wonder this became a meme. Ah, the Zelda series. Why don't I talk about you more often? Beats the hell out of me. Now, to clarify, there aren't too many things present in Zelda games that genuinely piss me off. Well, other than Sir Hooters McPointless fucking bullshit, I only have one other. Now, the most common Killjoy moments in a Zelda game that I hear about are the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time, the Triforce Scavenger Hunt from Wind Waker, and the Silent Realm Trials in Skyward Sword. For that, I have to side with Colress on this one.
I disagree.
I genuinely liked the Water Temple. The Triforce Scavenger Hunt was a tad monotonous, but still rather fun, with the exception of becoming Pedotorp's rupee purse, and the Silent Realms, personally some of my favorite moments in Skyward Sword. So, what Zelda Killjoy have I chosen? Well, for that, we'll have to go far back into the 8-bit era. Now you can see where I'm going with this, right? No? Well then. Zelda 2 is infamous for many, many reasons. Be it the radical change in the series' primary genre, the seizure-inducing death screen, the, health rations, and let's not forget this guy. Yeah. But wait, aren't we forgetting one glaring aspect? One thing that everyone remembers? Oh yeah, it's the malignant ball-mangling difficulty! The general majority of NES players always label games like Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, and Ghosted Goblins as the hardest titles in the NES library. Well, I beg to differ! Fuck! Okay, we all know that this game is pretty hard. Yeah, pretty hard. Try bionically plastered Shuckle Shell hard. And no area in the game proves this better than the accursed Mount Rage Quit. No! Out of all the grueling hardships present in Zelda 2, Death Mountain has got to be the worst. The interesting thing to note is that in most other Zelda installments, I'm usually pretty excited to tackle Death Mountain. But that's not even close to what you get with this 8-bit incarnation. Instead of bomb flowers and dodongos, you get pain and misery. Everywhere you turn, you'll either find yourself humiliatingly butchered by axe-crazy Dairas, or knocked over into a conveniently placed lava pit by flying eyeballs. Yes, Zelda 2 is packed to the brim with annoying enemies all throughout the game, but what makes them so annoying here is that Mount Rage Quit is a godforsaken labyrinth with no end. So if you take the wrong path, it'll usually result in a dead end, forcing you to turn back and having to fight the same annoying enemies all over again. And do they give you extra experience points for taking them down a second or even third time? Of course not! Now, to be fair, Death Mountain isn't the most difficult area in overall design. That goes to the Great Palace. Just barely. Only problem, that's the final dungeon. Mount Rage Quit is set very early on in the game, and it isn't even a dungeon itself. It's just a slight detour. Difficulty spike much? You know what makes this place worse? All those bloodthirsty axe-throwing Dairas, all those patience-trying lava pits, and even those trollish dead ends all lead to an overly satisfying reward. A hammer. A fucking hammer. That's only used for like 1 or 2 areas in the entire game. You know, I think I found the perfect use for that hammer. Ow! Look, I have no problem with insane difficulty so long as it's incremental. But this is what flat out kills my fun every time I decide to do a playthrough of Zelda 2. Parappa Palace is fun, so is the second one. But this is hell. Damn it all! You know how I mentioned before that the more fun present within a game, the more chances there are of it getting sullied? Well, this little idea of mine is even present within my all-time favorite video game franchise, Star Fox. You may ask, why is Star Fox my favorite video game franchise? Well, aside from the incredible characters, sublime soundtracks, genuine polish with each title, and the downright engrossing lore of it all, there is one aspect that always pulls through for me. It's fun. For every title in the series, there is oodles of enjoyment present. So much goddamn fun to be had throughout, that every title in the series is in my top 30. Adventures, Assault, Command, I love them all. Like the previously mentioned Zelda series, there are hardly any moments in the Star Fox series that I legitimately find irksome. That is, except for one, which happens to be present in 2 of the games. My top 2 favorites, in fact. those being 64 and Assault. You probably know where I'm going with this, but I'm still gonna set the proper mood.
Warning, the following overdose of Nerdist Insanity contains a vast expanse of trash talking, explosive outbursts, compulsive cursing, and haphazard shenanigans associated with the works of Ronald Emmerich. If you experience hives, projectile vomiting, or chapping of the nipples, contact Dr. Totally because Fawful's Minion may not be right for you. Listen to the doctor, he's probably right.
Wolverine, fuck yeah!
Do a barrel roll!
Yes, sir, I'm rolling with it! Look at that! Am I sick yet? Am I sick yet, sir? Suck it, Skywalker! You can't do this shit in your X-Wing! Goldblum unit, take down that flying alien cookie! Prep your anus, Venomian scum! Umbra-class defense stations, Harlech-class warships, bat toys, all of them! I kill you, I kill you, I kill you! Feel the furry wrath of Star Fox! Oh, fuck my life. Okay, I cannot paint the basic image any more clearer than this. Wing damage blows. Now, it's common sense that if you crash your aircraft into another solid surface with momentum applied to either one of said solid surfaces, it's gonna take a considerable amount of damage in the process. But wait, am I talking about Killjoys or fucking physics? Whatever. If you consider how wing damage in Star Fox actually occurs, this whole mishap is entirely logical and realistic. But that doesn't mean I like it. Wing damage is a simple case. You crash into another solid surface, you're unavoidably punished for it. Yeah, I get what the whole idea is supposed to illustrate. You fucked up, you're a terrible pilot, now suffer for it. It's supposed to feel like it's your own mistake. However, in almost every occurrence of wing damage that there is, it's not even your fault that it happened. It's usually because of some random AI flight paths crashing into your own from an indistinguishable angle. God damn it, Jeffrey, I'm not paying for that! In both 64 and Assault, wing damage has the same negative effects. You lose whatever laser upgrades you have acquired, and you lose one of your wings with each occurrence, which causes the balancing of your armor to get all messed up, and it constantly decreases your altitude so long as you have that busted wing. This makes everything that you're trying to do all the more difficult. And not the good kind of difficult either. This is especially prevalent in 64's Expert mode, as just one collision will cost you wing damage. Sure, you can get the wing repair upgrade and ease your awkward flying path, but that still doesn't help get your firepower back. It's even worse in Assault, as the upgrades that fix up your R-Wings are harder to come across. I can appreciate what they were trying to do with this mechanic, but since it's hardly ever caused by the player themselves, it's just a crippling buzzkill that I can honestly do without.
Watch where you're flying!
Couldn't have said it better myself. Team Fortress 2, a bizarrely stylized, hilariously clever, and admittedly incredible twist on the first-person shooter genre. The great characters, the chaotic action during play, and the overall polish of it makes this one of those special kind of games. The kind that just pays the entire genre its part of a home visit, barges through the door, slaps it right across the face, tapes the bastard down, and asphyxiates it with some fucking air refreshener. Not gonna lie, it's pretty intoxicating. Oh, and what's this? Color? There's color in an FPS? In combination of being remarkably fresh to said stale genre, Team Fortress 2 is just a genuinely entertaining title. It has a simplistic, yet stylized class-based gameplay outline, and wittingly clever humor to boot. All the charm shrouded in this game revolves mainly around the 9 different character classes. A lot of them are fun to mess around with. Some more than others. Scout is, hands down, my main man in TF2. He's fast, sneaky, and about, say, 100 times more cocky than Nikolai Teknis.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he's kind of a big deal. The class roster in TF2 encompasses a lot of what I believe to be positive character traits. Arrogantly cocky, mentally insane, fucking hilarious in dialogue, and beyond dignified... what am I saying? Engineers are lame. While I like many of the classes, there is one that irritates me no matter how many times I pit it against him. Mentalgen? That goddamn spy. Now, I don't dislike the spy so much for his character archetype. Dare I say, he's probably one of the more amusing characters. But any player of TF2 knows just how much of a killjoy Monsieur Ski Mask really is. No matter how safe you play through it, the spy always finds a way to royally destroy you. Yes, he can kill you with some simple melee weapon like some of the others, but that's not even close to being his worst offensive tactic. First, there's his disguising abilities. A spy of either color can pose as any class on the field. Not only is he an upfront murderer, but he also screws with your damn head. Clever bastard. This, combined with his camouflaging, gives numerous opportunities for the spy to sneak up on you undetected. Oh yeah, he can also completely sap the energy out of your team's buildings. This is especially fun crippling when you're playing as the engineer. Since you, the engineer, set up all these buildings, you feel downright violated when the spy decimates both you and your machinery. It's like Cell slurping up one of your children up into his tail. Not only is it painful, it just flat out bothers you. Not only is the spy a buzzkill in actions, but also through dialogue. By that, I mean his domination quotes are outright hurtful.
Weren't you supposed to be good at dodging, mush-mouthed freak?
God, no need to be such a jerk about it. However, I will give the spy some praise here. While a spy from the opposing team is a complete killjoy, it's very different when you actually play as him. In fact, it's some of the most fun you can have in any FPS title. And that's why the spy is only number 7. I don't play TF2 that often, but whenever I do partake in a few rounds, I can guarantee that every round I'll be screaming at the top of my lungs, "You motherfucker!" Pardon my French. Another first-person shooter, huh? What is this, a common 10-year-old's game library?
Stop it! You're making fun of me!
Yeah, I know the basic verdict with this beast. Goldeneye is laughably outdated by today's standards, and Perfect Dark may be the better FPS from a technical standpoint, but Goldeneye still remains one of my favorite N64 titles. Way to be hipster there, Chief Chortles. Don't know why, I just never get tired of playing it. It's probably because of the kick-ass single-player mode. Don't know why everyone creams their pants over the multiplayer so damn much. It's just basic split screen. Okay, yeah, innovation and nostalgia. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Contrary to what the common choice of a GoldenEye Killjoy is, I'm not putting pint-sized bowler hat bitch, aka Oddjob, on the list. Why? Well, primarily because he's a multiplayer exclusive character, and the fact that your friend controls him during the action.
Motherfucker!
So it looks like I have to turn to something from the single-player collection of missions. Don't know if this classifies as good news or bad news, but I'm saying it anyway. The other day, Satan declared that hell's finally freezing over, and that he needs a new place to live for all eternity. So he was depending on me, his advocate, to suggest a new area in which he could maintain hell from. I says to him, "Got your new place right here." If there are any Aztecan viewers of mine out there, please acknowledge that I mean no offense when I say, fuck the Aztec complex. I don't even know where to begin with this crazy place. The general majority of GoldenEye players, myself included, consider this to be the most difficult mission in the entire game. Well, great fucking deduction skills. Coined this one as a rage quit Killjoy. Even on the quote-unquote easy difficulty, this level gives me so much bottled up fury that not even Link with his infinite pockets can contain it. There are 2 primary objectives in this mission. Reprogram the shuttle and then launch it. Sound easy? Gotta say tough, cause it's not. The enemies you encounter in this level are just too damn strong. They don't take that many hits, but geez do they have powerful weapons. The guards in this level are armed with either assault rifles or 1 or 2 ammo-less Moonraker lasers. These are ranked up with the most powerful weaponry in the entire game. The Moonraker laser, or the Luxray pistol as I like to call it, is especially devastating. For Christ's sakes, the beams can pass through doors! Sure, you yourself can wield a laser like this, but that doesn't help much against the PacMan ensemble of laser troopers. Coupled with their infinite numbers and the lack of any freaking radar, you're not gonna have an easy time. And if you die anywhere in the stage, you have to start the entire mission all over again. Even if you die at the very ending stretch of the level, you're going back. If you somehow manage to get further in the level, you come across Jaws, and you have to kill him.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
No, you're gonna need a bigger tombstone. Jaws is easily the worst part about this level. Not only does he have 2 assault rifles on him, but he can also withstand up to about 15 headshots. Why? Because fuck logic, this is rareware. And if you kill him, guess what happens next? An alarm goes off, and a swarm of laser troopers coming in to ambush your ass. Fuck! Ugh! Damn it! I hate this fucking level. In the 15 years I've been playing GoldenEye, I have only beaten this level once. And it was on easy! Normally I would finish this off with an over-the-top simile as to how damn difficult this stage is, but I just can't take any more of it. Sorry, James, old boy, you're on your own now. In spite of being one of the most well-known franchises out there, the Metroid series in its entirety has received a great amount of negative feedback over the years. Which, given that it's the 3rd longest thriving series of the most famous company in the industry, it's just baffling. Yes, a multitude of the games are universally acclaimed in the eyes of critics, but the general audience tends to speak ill of them for numerous reasons. Be it the nonsensical nitpicking of the storytelling, the notion of all worlds having confusing layouts, and its infamous style of non-linearity based gameplay. Out of all the complaints I hear directed towards Metroid, the backtracking is what's brought up the most. People claim that it's too confusing, hard to get accustomed to, and at times, even a direct turnoff. To each their own. It might surprise you to know that I'm not including said backtracking on my list. I actually love the backtracking in Metroid, for reasons too overly drawn out for me to address at the moment. Instead, I'm putting in this as an alternative. Everyone say it with me now. The ability losses.
Oh, boss, say it!
Okay, Nintendo. I both love and respect you for an insane amount of reasons. But did you really have to go and pull shit like this? Now, I realize that ability loss is something that numerous games suffer from, not just Metroid. But Metroid is easily the worst offender of this irksome cliche. At the start of nearly half of the games shown for its series, the player is set out into the open world with a crapload of cool abilities, weaponry, and technology at their disposal. You start the game thinking, ooh, weapons, I'ma fuck this place up. But no. Within only a few minutes of trekking through the level, you come across an inescapable incident that forces you to relinquish all of your awesome abilities. That's real nice. That's the equivalent of giving your best friend a huge amount of spending money, sending him into a freaking mega mall, and then halfway through his destination point, you tase him in the face and take back all the money. It's painful. You know that punk-ass little brat from The Simpsons that blurts out, yeah, that's Retro chortling at your overly pissed off, cringing mug. What I don't get is, why the hell is this even necessary to include in the game? I know that Nintendo is capable of providing a Metroid adventure that doesn't have you recollecting all of your lost abilities. I mean, just look at the first 3 games in the series. That sure as hell worked. Admittedly, this sounds like something that I would like on paper, but I just can't for the life of me like this trend. Maybe I wouldn't mind it so damn much if it was only in one of the games, but this is just ridiculous. All 3 of the Prime games have this introduced very early on, Zero Mission does it halfway through the game, and easily the worst is in Fusion, where your abilities are taken from you even before the gameplay kicks in, and just for another trollish kick in the nads, they give it to the main enemy in the game. That'll teach you. See, this is why I love Super Metroid and other M's so much. You don't have to put up with that crap. It's a good thing that the road to collecting your lost abilities is as phenomenal as it is. Otherwise, I would hate this trend a whole lot more. I still love the Metroid series though, even with this irksome mechanic. Because the following franchise has copyright on most of its music, I won't be taking any chances by having them in the video. So it looks like you're going to have to settle for Rock Solid and the boss theme from Super Mario Sunshine. Whoa, looks like we got another eye-opener for this here list. Another franchise I take a great liking to, but never found a really good time to bring it up. Slap that on your achievement calendar, will ya? Now, what can there be said about the Grand Theft Auto series? Well, there's the obvious route. I could go on about how remarkably deviated it is from the video game industry as a whole, or I can blab on about how fun it really is. Okay, the latter works for me. As with any title in the sandbox genre, the GTA games focus around the simple, scandalous bullshit shenanigans in which the common American douche is known for partaking in. Thanks, Rockstar, you really helped us with our image difficulties there. Fun is everywhere to be seen in this series. You come face to face with enjoyment every time you round the corner. Literally. Oh hey there, pedestrian! Thanks for the cash! All the crazy stuff you can do in each game is so addicting that it greatly overpowers the set objectives. There were missions in San Andreas. Could have fooled me. I was too caught up in killing Bigfoot and taking my flying elegy out for a barrel roll palooza. Come on, come on. Ooh, nailed it. Ride your jetpack up to the tallest building and jump off of it? Sure, why the fuck not? You guys gonna see it? Gonna jump off this building like a Link. Woohoo, yeah! Okay, now where's my bird? Bird? Where's my bird? It's not working! Bird! Well, at least I don't have to fret over my criminal record.
Wonderful!
So yeah, that's just how everything goes in the world of GTA. Everything is all fun in video games until, you guessed it,
Cops.
Now, in the huge blockbuster comedy hit formerly known as Reality, cops have my undying respect. Always going in the line of duty for the good of the public peace? That's some admirable stuff. But in the world of Grand Theft Auto, I couldn't give a single fuck about the police force. The basic idea of the GTA police force couldn't be any more simple. You fuck with the virtual law and they get all over your ass for it. Whatever you do, whether the offense is gargantuan or minimal, these guys never cut you a break. It's like, you can't let an everyday thug with a rocket launcher have some fun for once? Just leave me alone, will ya? I've actually seen a GTA cop get all on my case simply by walking into him. And does it stop at merely beating you with a nightstick? Of course not. The cops in GTA abide themselves by the wanted level system, with each increasing level resulting in something different. If there's 1 star, any nearby police officer will try to arrest you by themselves. If there's 2 stars, they begin actively chasing you in both cars and boats. Oh, and directly try to kill you as well. With 3 stars, they start sending in the helicopters. So don't even try to get up on the roof. The gunfire from the helicopters can also damage you in any situation. Even invincibility codes won't protect you against them. Believe me, I've tried. With 4 stars, they bring in the frickin' SWAT team to take you down. The SWAT members have stronger weapons, body armor, and form those confounded roadblocks all the time. 5 stars give you the privilege of duking it out with the FBI. No joke, the fucking FBI's after you now. Not only do they clear the streets of all civilians and replace them with FBI agents, but they also coat the waters with Predator assault boats, and occasionally swarm you with Hydra fighter jets. Like, fuck, don't you think that's a bit much? But no, it gets worse. At a hefty 6-star wanted level, they send in the US military. I'm not kidding. And guess what? They brought tanks. You think that's enough artillery? Oh, and don't even try to use cheat codes to get your way out of this. Even if you use the decrease wanted level cheat, that doesn't eliminate the police force entirely. And whatever you do, don't activate the flying car cheat. What the fuck? Look at this! He intentionally steered the damn car down and crushed me! Is this the police force or a hit gang? God, leave me alone, you fucking cops! Like the case with Star Fox's wing damage, you can try and argue that this makes the game more realistic. Well, the hell with realism. This is a world where bees give you thoughtful advice and a bird can be used as a damn bayonet rifle. That, want. Swarms of police that kill your fun time? No want.
Sheesh, there always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them.
If there's one video game franchise that can give my all-time favorite titles a run for their rupees, it's definitely the castle-crushing, blue-bombing robot himself, Mega Man. Contrary to how Capcom and the elites of this community feel, Mega Man is honestly one of the all-time greats for me. In what I feel to be the undethroned king of the platforming genre, Mega Man is home to endless amounts of raw fun to be had. Action-packed, fast-paced, and most certainly challenging, 2D platformers don't get much more intense than this. Fun gameplay, compelling characters, great visuals, masterful music, epic mythology, what more could a gamer ask for? Now, while the games themselves are insanely fun, they can lead to some rather difficult platforming experiences. Spikes, bottomless pits, devilishly placed vanishing blocks, all of them can be unsavory to even the most batshit addictive Mega Man veteran. Oh, fuck! Now, I was originally going to put the Boo Beam trap at this spot. After all, it's annoying, hardly qualifies for a boss, and if you waste a single shot of the Crash Bomber, you gotta refill the weapon tank and start all over again. 8-bit misery at its finest. But then, I managed to find something even worse than that. We won't find said Killjoy hanging around the 8-bit era. We need a different kind of Mega Man. Yeah, it's X5. Calm down. You know, guys, I gotta be honest with you. X5 is a weird one for me. There are many things put into X5 that I take a great liking to. The action's still fast and intense, the level design is solid, and its soundtrack is the kick-ass Mega Man norm. However, out of all the 2D Mega Man games, X5 feels the weirdest to play for me. I don't know what it is, but playing X5 just makes me feel bothered. Don't get the wrong idea, I still love X5, but it just feels so weird playing it sometimes. There are many moments in which I'm having a crap load of fun, blazing through a full-scale shitstorm of maverick entities, zipping about the wall like a mechanized, crack-happy Mario brother. But there are just as many moments that completely kill the pacing of the game. Be it the insane difficulty spikes present throughout, or bullshit like this. You're playing through a stage, you're pumped as hell, you're having the time of your freaking life, dicing your enemies to pixel bits as the coolest motherfucker ever. Yeah, this is what T-1000s love. And then you cut to this shit. What is this, Capcom? What is this? Bringing in the next generation Mega Man, I completely understand. But did you really have to go and bring the next generation roll? I'm not even kidding, look! Did you know that you can clear the stage by walking right? No shit, isn't that the whole fucking idea of side-scrollers? Did you know you can kick against the wall? Are you fucking for real? I've only been doing that for the past 4 games. Did you know that enemy can hurt you? I've had enough of you! Throughout every stage in X5, no matter what you're doing, Alia always cuts you off from your fun for some pointless bullshit. Not only is the information she supplies completely useless, but it flat out kills the pacing of the whole game. One of the greatest joys of Mega Man X is plowing through hordes of enemies and blasting through the carnage like nothing on Earth. But no, you can't do that in X5. You have to stop and wait for Alia to yap about pointless shit you already know. Think Kepra Gepra, only much more prominent. Sure, you can skip her dialogue by mashing the jump button, but no matter how fast you press it, you have to stop. Is there something I'm missing here, Capcom? Is this supposed to be fun? Stopping the action for no reason? Certainly not my idea of fun. You know what else is a load of shit? X5 actually has a training mode. And guess what? It's the same fucking thing. So why even have this Reploid bitch flap her lips during the main adventure? What, were they tripping on Roboenza? I'm glad they resolved most of this in X6 by actually giving you the option. Dare I say, that's a huge improvement over this shit. Alia, shut your bitch face before I slit it the hell open.
Mega Man, come in!
God damn you, Alia. Number 2 is an entire freaking character. A character that, in almost all other cases, ranks extremely high up on my list of personal favorite video game characters. But, like many individuals you admire, this guy can have some really bad days. And every single one of those bad days of his has accumulated together and formed into the virtual equivalent of a childhood-haunting monster. Many of you are going to share the pain with me on this one, so let's get the agony out of the way. Okay, I'm ready. No. No. No! Make the bad memories go away! Oh, okay, I'll continue. Bowser from the Mario Party series is the textbook definition of a complete, utter killjoy. Now, Mario Party is infamous for numerous reasons. The shitty AI, the blister-inducing, thumb-cramping minigames, and the flat-out friendship-shattering competition it brings with its multiplayer. But the one thing that I feel should be associated with Mario Party's infamy more so than anything else is just how brutal, cruel, and outright evil Bowser is in this sub-series. Not inviting Bowser to a party is the worst mistake Mario ever made. In every single Mario Party, Bowser arrives wherever the main group decides to throw a party. Be it on a cake or in space, he'll find you. Depending on how you meet him exactly, Bowser can, quite literally, do anything to you. Anything! Steal coins? Check. Steal stars? Check. Force you to play those infamous skin-demolishing joystick rotation minigames? Check. Alter your dice blocks? Fucking check. Kill you? No, that would be too generous. Now, Bowser is bad in every single title in this series. But there are 2 particular games in the series in which he really shows you no mercy. Those would be within the first 2. In Mario Party 2, Bowser literally drops a bomb on your life. The Bowser Bomb is one of the most broken mechanics in the Mario universe. This bomb, in short, allows Bowser to walk across the board for a single turn. May not sound so terrible, but here's the kicker. He hits 3 dice blocks. 3! And if he just so happens to drop by the space you're occupying, he takes all of your coins away. Every last one of them. Talk about overpowered. Now, that's bad enough as it is. But would you believe me when I say that he's even worse in the first game? Well, believe it, because Bowser will make you cry for mercy. In the original, Bowser is typically depicted as the epitome of terrible occurrences, because he's responsible for nearly every deplorable event that happens to everyone. The Bowser space in itself is a mark of sadistic agony. You do not want to land on that thing. Bowser does all of the regular stuff here. Steal coins, force you to play those agonizing minigames, and even split the total sum of everyone's coins equally. That could surely benefit the US economy when you think about it. Yeah, got financial issues jacking up your lives? Bam! Bowser Revolution. But does Bowser do such a nice thing? Wishful thinking doesn't faze this Koopa. Oh yeah, did I mention that if you land on a Bowser space without any coins, Bowser will steal a star from you? Cut me a fucking break. But the worst thing Bowser does in the original is outright brutal. Not only does he rob you of all your belongings, he makes completely sure that he humiliates you at the cost of your own safety. He's a bully. That's what he is. He's a domineering, sadistic, cold-blooded, kleptomaniacal, two-timing bully of a Koopa. Bowser is the control of everything we hate about Mario Party. So if you despise any of the infamous elements present within the series, you can't even try to argue against this. In every other subdivision of the franchise, I love Bowser to no end. But in the world of Mario Party, I straight up despise him. Fuck! It makes you wonder how much worse a Killjoy can get. But I found one. And it too has plagued an iconic video game series. And we're jumping right into it. For number one, we have to delve into the world of one of the most innocent, most recognizable video game characters out there. However, while this series may be innocent looking enough, it's home to the ultimate video game Killjoy, as well as the spectral equivalent of Satan himself. That series is PacMan.
PacMan?
Didn't see that one coming, did ya? From its classic roots deep within the heart of arcades, to the multitude of modern releases on the slew of home consoles, PacMan is a series that I honestly find to be underappreciated. Sure, it's about as well known as the fucking oxygen that we breathe, but nearly everyone who knows the ravenous little dot muncher seems to gravitate only towards the original. That and the shit ton of ports, reboots, and remakes that follow in its nostalgic footsteps. Can't really blame them. I mean, a yellow, pupilless, slightly fragmented pizza gobbling down spheres made of God knows what? That's some fun shit to be had. But instead of stepping into that iconic territory, how about we delve into one of the lesser praised installments, which is, in my opinion, the greatest Pac-Man game ever to be created. Pac-Man World 2. You remember how I went forth and stated that Battle for Bikini Bottom was my all-time favorite 3D platformer? Yeah, this is the game that honestly makes me question that verdict. Like just about any other game in the franchise, the main opposing threat to your incredible adventure is the tetrad of mischievous ghosts seen in the original arcade game, the Ghost Gang. Along with the greatest ghost in video game history, the Ghost Gang members in Pac-Man World 2 are fought as enormous, not to mention awesome, bosses. Here's a brief little rundown. Clyde's fight is incredibly easy, but still fun. Inky's fight is easy as well, but has an awesome boss track to complement it. And Pinky's fight is an enjoyable and decent challenge. But wait, aren't we forgetting someone? Yes, we are. Well, I don't see how I could have forgotten him, because he's there every single time we blink. And I see him in therapy every frickin' weekend. Blinky. This fucking boss. I can't even begin to tell you how much this boss fight has traumatized me. Blinky's mech is the bane. No, scratch that. The Mr. Freeze of my GameCube glory days. Mr. fucking Freeze. Chill? How can I chill? We're talking about fucking Blinky here. The leader of the Ghost Gang. The vanguard of the fires of hell. Let me tell you, there's a very concrete reason as to why Blinky is the master of the Ghost Gang. Point being, he's an evil genius. Blinky was already a big enough killjoy in the original game. With his incredible AI, he must have been responsible for about 80% of players' deaths. But his 3D incarnation from World 2 is miles worse than that. Like Inky and Pinky, Blinky, or excuse me, Clyde, takes control of a huge flying ghost-shaped mech. However, unlike Inky and Pinky, Blinky's mech cannot be damaged by a rev roll colliding with the body. You have to butt bounce on the cockpit glass just to damage him. Simple enough procedure, but doing so is harder than a Steelix's prosthetic stiffy encased in chromium iron. Because Blinky, the demonic bastard that he is, will constantly shower you with molten projectiles, in clusters of single, double, and even triple shots, ensuring that even something as simple as approaching him is nearly impossible without taking damage. Blinky has a jarring scale of accuracy too. No matter how you go on about avoiding them, Blinky always manages to land a hit on you. Sometimes he hits you dead center, which sends you flying out of the arena. Worst of all is that his fireballs leave behind tiny, almost invisible flames on the ground. And if you touch one, you're taking a hit. Fuck! Whenever Blinky stops to refuel his machine, you have to rev roll across the arena, which only puts you in even more danger. If you slip up and miss the platform, you die. Simple as that. As if you didn't have enough to worry about. Now, Pac-Man is allowed to take 4 hits before he dies in this game. But Blinky takes 10 hits. 10 of them. That's perfectly fair. Sometimes Blinky shoots so many fireballs, it actually causes slowdown. God, even the game is tormented by him. Truth be told, Blinky's a real pushover. By that, I mean he pushes you over the edge. Shit! Fuck! Now I know there are others out there that find this boss fight to be rather easy, be it through sheer dumb luck or abusing bullshit hitbox glitches. Okay, I have to make a quick note of that. Blinky's fireballs occasionally pass completely through PacMan's hitbox. You can do this by remaining still for most of the fight. What kind of horsey shit is that all about? If you have to resort to abusing a glitch in the program to defeat this boss, then that already proves my point. Being that I refuse to utilize glitches to triumph over a boss fight, Blinky takes the title of being the hardest boss I have ever faced. Simply because no matter what I do, I can never seem to get better at this fight. Even with Cackleta's Soul, I was eventually able to improve on the fight itself and plow through it. But after rematching Blinky a couple dozen times before scripting this, he takes the cake and incinerates it. Even after 11 years of stockpiling up lives and trying to improve my skills, Blinky always gives me hell. During a recent practice run, I lost 62 lives before rage quitting. I'm not kidding. I've seen that accursed game over screen so many fucking times, it's not even joke worthy. Out of all the Killjoys I've listed here, this is the only one that has legitimately scarred my gaming psyche. If a single boss is able to pull that off in one of my favorite games of all time, then that is the ultimate Killjoy. This is being Fawful's Minion, and you fucking cheapskate, scorching me in mid-sentence. Hey there, did you enjoy this video? No? Ah, well, I tried. On the off chance that you did enjoy it, could you consider throwing me a like or even a favorite my way? Every little bit helps. If you wish to contact me, ask any questions, or just talk about whatever, you can get a hold of me via Skype, visit my Facebook page, or just bug me on DeviantArt. Oh, and if you're a newcomer interested in seeing more of my countdowns, click here to view the playlist. Just stay away from the older ones. Also, major credit to ZRed99 for the awesome Tropical Resort remix. Thanks bro, it sounds awesome. Thanks for watching guys, I'm out.